Trilogy at Wickenburg Ranch stands as a premier active adult or 55 plus community in the town of Wickenburg, Arizona. Now, Wickenburg is known for its Wild West atmosphere and appeal, and I think you'll find that Wickenburg Ranch is offering a similar appeal. With a lifestyle that is both invigorating and serene, Wickenburg Ranch offers world-class amenities, a very vibrant social scene, and gorgeous homes with a different kind of view than you would find in other parts of Arizona. Trilogy at Wickenburg Ranch has become a sought-after destination for those seeking something a little bit different in their retirement community. Wickenburg Ranch was originally developed in the early 1970s as a Western-themed resort. Then, in the 1990s, Merv Griffin bought it and turned it into kind of a dude ranch. And yes, that is Merv Griffin that we all knew and loved, the guy who brought us Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. He actually owned this at one time. Then, in 2015, this was sold and became a Trilogy community. And the rest, as we say, is history. So what's different about Wickenburg Ranch versus other Arizona 55 plus communities? Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and you guys know I normally don't tell you where my favorites are, what I like, what I don't like. I present every community, but this community does have a very special appeal, even to somebody like me who loves them all. I'm going to label it as one of my favorites based on the views and the terrain alone. Now, I hear from a lot of you guys that you really don't want to live in a flat desert community with no views. And we have lots of those great communities. I'm not going to discount them at all. Trilogy at Wickenburg Ranch has a lot to offer in the way of views, rolling hills. It's just something a little more special, I guess you might say. I have to admit, the Colorado girl in me found this very appealing. Now, for sure, there's no Pikes Peak out your window, but the views are gorgeous, and it is a stark contrast to what we have in most of the rest of the valley, which tends to be pretty flat unless you go to maybe Victor at Verado, where they do have some really nice mountain views. Most of our communities, you might see some mountains far off in the distance, but you're not going to be having an elevated view of things like you do at Wickenburg Ranch. For those of you who enjoy hiking or biking, they've got lots of different options, both inside the community and outside. So if you want to do a quick little loop on your bike or a run or a short walk, you can do that right in the community. But if you want some variation, there are plenty of trails very near the outside gates of this community. Really a great destination for those of you who, I know when I do a Zoom call with you, if you're using the words active, hiking, biking in a sentence, this could be the community for you. Generally, these are the kinds of places you guys like to be versus one of the more flat communities that might have a little more of a resort feel. If you're looking for more of the standard 55 plus amenities, Wickenburg Ranch has got it all. They've got bocce ball courts, they've got tennis courts, and yes, pickleball people, they've got pickleball courts. It's a thing we can't get away from at most neighborhoods now. They do offer all of those things. So if you want to join a league or a team, there are ways to get plugged in right here in the community. All residents of Wickenburg Ranch do need to purchase a social fitness membership to the club. It's kind of like a country club, but not quite. It's right now in 2023, about $8,000 for the membership, and you do get about 80% of that back if you decide to sell your home. So they're holding your money while you enjoy the amenities. Monthly dues at the time of this video, which is in 2023, now you guys know that can always change, is about $370 a month. So you're going to get a lot of special things at this club. I do think because this location is a little more remote than, let's say, Pebble Creek or Victory, where you're right in town, you might find this of value because you're not going to have the big variety of city amenities that you would in all of our other neighborhoods. Wickenburg is about an hour from Phoenix, hour and 15 minutes from the airport. So it doesn't mean that it's some Wild West outpost. There is a town there, and I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes. But you'll probably spend more time in your community here and be more invested in the social scene than you would maybe in some of the other communities. Included in your membership is use of all the pools. You can join all the clubs. They've got classes in the art barn. Again, just like all the places, generally there's a little additional fee for supplies or sometimes for yoga classes because they're paying an outside instructor to come in unless somebody locally leads that as a volunteer. But well worth it when you guys see the list of all of the things they have to offer. So for my golfing friends, Wickenburg Ranch offers a beautiful and challenging golf course. They've got an 18-hole course, and then for the lightweights like me, they've got a 9-hole course. So if you want to just go out, have a quick round, and then go have something to eat, play the 9, otherwise play the 18. Members do get discounts on tee times. And so that can be a good thing for you guys. Now this, I might add, is a true managed course. So that is really, if you're familiar with golf and the Troon Management Program, it really is a cut above all of the other area courses. Let's talk about the homes. I know that's what everybody wants to hear about. Gorgeous, gorgeous home options here. Now, unlike all of the other Trilogy communities that I've showed you guys in the past, we have 2 builders here, very rare. You've got Shea Homes, which typically is the main builder in all of the Trilogy communities, but then also a smaller, more local builder known to those of you who are familiar with Prescott and Sedona and some surrounding areas. It's called Dorn Homes. Prices for both of these builders will start in the low 400s. Now that's for a twin home, or some people will call them a villa, depends on where you're from, I think. But they are very nice products. Then going all the way up to the larger homes, about 3,400-ish square feet, which will be in the low 1 millions. Something for every budget. So don't feel like, oh, we don't have $1 million, we can't live there. Not so. Lots of things there that are very nice under $500,000. Both in resale and new construction. Occasionally, they'll have some quick move-in homes. And so if you'd like to know more, please reach out to me at the number below on the screen, and I'll give you an update as of the date that you call me as far as what they've got to offer on that day. Sometimes, if we get lucky, even with some great incentives. So we've talked about the community, we've talked about housing. I want to tell you a little bit about this cool little town of Wickenburg. Only 8,000 people live there right now. I predict this area is going to boom. As stuff gets more expensive in the regular Phoenix Valley area, more and more home builders and businesses are going to push out towards Wickenburg. From my house in far north Scottsdale to Wickenburg, just about an hour. Not a bad drive at all, pretty much no traffic for me. And I really like the peaceful, serene feel of the drive. And I love, love, love this cute little town. Obviously, this is kind of the Wild West of Arizona. They've got the rodeo here in the winter. It's known as, I think, the team roping capital of the world. So Wild West stuff is a big deal here. But if you go down into the little Main Street area, tons of locally owned shops. So if you're a person who says, oh, I don't like all the big box retailers and the chain stores, I'm used to knowing my shopkeepers, this is a place where you would know all of those people. Galleries, restaurants, boutiques, even a really cool old vintage movie theater, which on the day I was there recently was playing Thelma and Louise. Lots to offer in this little town. They've also got lots of festivals. They've got concerts in the park. They've even got movie nights in the park in the summertime. You won't lack for things to do outside of your community. And then, of course, we'll keep you pretty busy inside the community. I love this little town, and I think it's a cool place. Healthcare is always a concern for all of my YouTube family members that give me a call. In Wickenburg, you've got 2 small hospitals, even an urgent care. So if you're just not feeling good, you can run down to the urgent care, get your antibiotics. You don't have to drive all the way into Phoenix, which I think is great. If you're going to drive, let's say to Surprise area, maybe 30 minutes is Walmart, but in town for shopping, they have a Bashas' store and a Safeway. So you've got great options right there. And then if you want to head 30 minutes into Surprise, you can get fries, you can get Walmart, you can get all the things. But day-to-day living, everything can be found right in your town without the hassle of mega traffic. The 101, the 303, the 202, the 51, all those busy roads that are in the Phoenix area. If you're concerned about aging in place, right now, if you're 55 to 65, driving may not be an issue. But as we age, our driving is going to incrementally go downhill. We won't know it, but our kids and other family members might say, hey, Mom, your driving is not so good. I notice it in my parents. My kids notice it in me. So I'm not real excited about driving in heavy duty traffic as I get older. This, if you feel like me, could be a really good solution where it's just a slower pace of life. Trilogy at Wickenburg Ranch stands as a shining example of how you can blend a cool, small little town with a world-class community with beautiful amenities, as well as a thriving social scene, both inside and outside of the community. I think this could be a solution for a lot of you guys who just want something a little different. Now, if you think you'd like to know more about this community or other communities, give me a call at the number below on the screen and we'll schedule you for a phone visit with me or a Zoom call. I like to do the Zoom calls because you guys watch me. I want to get to know you as much as I can before you get here. So please give us a call, and my team and I would be so excited to show you this gorgeous community. Let's talk soon.